And welcome. Oh, where's my microphone? There it is. And welcome to Wednesday Wisdom, or more casually, motivation, meditation, and coffee with Kat. I, of course, am Kat. I am your humble host, and I am a transformational life coach. What is a transformational life coach? A transformational life coach is that happy medium between traditional talk therapy with a clinical psychologist as well as a traditional life coach. You want to make positive changes in your life, and I can help you with that. Being trauma aware, you may be experiencing things that you don't understand why. I can help you navigate your unconscious safely and soundly and help you not eliminate the trauma, but identify what happened to the trauma. Learn lessons from the trauma that you might not have realized. Turn it back into unconditional love and gratitude that you are, and help you find your authentic self. Am I a substitute for clinical psychology? Absolutely not. I will never say never go see a professional, medical professional. I, however, am the healthy alternative. If you have tried clinical psychology and have not got the results you're looking for, maybe transformational life coaching is what works for you. I personally spent many a year on the psychology couch, looking into my trauma and looking into my social anxiety and trying to figure out best practices to live with it, and I didn't find the root cause. I am definitely one of those identify, react, and learn the root cause of things. I don't suffer from, I live with. It has become part of my authenticity. I have social anxiety, and accepting it and living with it allows me to better understand those that might also be living with social anxiety, and allows others who don't live with social anxiety to ask questions in a safe space. What does this have to do with anything? This has to do with the whole reason why I started this stream. Transformational life coaching starts with a positive change in your life, and I noticed myself getting up in the morning and turning on the news, because that was what tradition stood in my house from when I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I would wake up, my dad would be watching the news, and I would start the day off bleh. And I found myself, as I got older, I would be doing the same thing. I would get up, I would get my coffee, and I would turn the news on, because without that background noise, something was missing. And then I realized, you know what, this is dumb. I'm not going to watch the news. So I ended up putting on something else. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I transitioned from the news to a breakfast show or something silly like that. And I found the same outcome. I was still blech all through my day. So then I stopped watching the news and I started playing video games. I started playing Diablo 2. Blizzard's not a sponsor, so I made free stuff. But then I noticed that playing video games didn't give me the drive. I didn't have the motivation to get stuff done through the rest of the day, because I just wanted to keep playing the video game. I wanted to kill Andariel on Hell mode. I wanted to get to Bale. I wanted to keep doing those Bale runs because I was looking for a specific drop. And so I didn't have the motivation to go to work or get stuff done, because I just wanted to keep playing Diablo. Again, Blizzard's not a sponsor, send me free stuff. But then I found transformational coaching, and not only did I discover the root of my social anxiety. Not only did I find amazing coping mechanisms to live with my social anxiety, acceptance for my social anxiety, best practices, I also discovered Yoga Nidra, I discovered meditation, and I discovered positivity in my authenticity. And my authenticity was to help people be themselves, help people find their purpose in life. And so while I started my morning off with my own meditation, I would get up, drink my coffee, play my stupid mobile games, and start meditating. I realized, why don't I bring this to others? Why don't I share what has been a positive change in my life to others? And maybe bring a new experience that others can make their routine. You know, if you used to be one of those people that got up and watched the news, and now you get up and watch me instead, that's amazing. And thank you. Every day I am blown away when I get my Twitch stream recap of how many people watched the stream the day before. I am always blown away at, the positive feedback that I get every day of, your morning meditation allows me to start the day off on a positive note, thank you. Or you are a healthy change to my morning routine and I appreciate you. That is amazing. And I also want to say thank you to everybody who watched the stream yesterday for holding space for me. Yesterday I was having a bit of a day, and being my authentic self, I wanted to be transparent, because the whole point of these streams is to let you know that other people are going through the same things you are, and you are not alone. And so I voiced what was bothering me and my situation of how things were rolling, and I want to thank you for holding space for me. I want to thank you for the positive feedback that I got, those that reached out to say, fuck ODSP and screw Ontario Works, and if you need anything, if you want me to hang out with Finnegan while you go to the doctor, 100% let me know. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for reaching out, and know that I appreciate you in ways that words cannot express. I appreciate you listening to the stream. I appreciate you being in my circle of influence. I appreciate you for being you. And that's why each week I bring to light a different topic that I work with in depth in my coaching programs. This week we are focusing on the Wheel of Life. Last week I think we were talking about authenticity. The week before that we might have been talking about emotional, mental, and spirituality. In all honesty, last week feels like a forever ago, and I can't believe today is only Wednesday. But yes, today we are going to be talking about another piece of the pie, another piece that I feel is important of the Wheel of Life, and it's our personal growth. But before we get into that, I would like to release denial again. I think personally for me, I know I had a hard day yesterday, and I think today, just releasing the denial that I might have been going through yesterday, even though I released it, releasing denial is going to be good for me. And then we're going to build our shield in that moment of relaxation. And then we are going to talk about personal growth. So, as always, I'm going to flip to the meditation screen, and I use these meditation screens. I flip back and forth from these in case you don't want to listen to me ramble on, you don't care about the Wheel of Life, you are more interested in breath work, shielding, release denial, meditation. let's go. I flip these screens around so that you can watch the VODs and you can skip to the meditation whenever you want to, opposed to listening to me rant. So, with that, let's take our quick drink of milk, tea juice, get that last mouthful of cereal, bagel, toast, whatever you happen to be eating at this ridiculous time in the morning, and let's release some denial. Let's get comfortable. I am, as always, in my half lotus position because I cannot sit with my feet on the floor. I always sit cross-legged. The layers of denial, we're going to be releasing the 10 layers of denial. Denial standing for didn't even notice I am lying, and not lying as in, no, I didn't eat the last cookie from the cookie jar even though my face is covered in cookie crumbs. Lying to myself that my authentic self is not who I am. So, if you're new to the stream, we're going to be triggering our chakra points, or acupuncture points, if you will. You're going to take the first 2 fingers of your hands, you're going to find your collarbone, find that little soft spot, and just gently, rotate in little circles as you mentally say to yourself, I know what my truth is. Keeping your eyes open, we're going to do 3 calming breaths. Layer number 2, we're going to take our right hand, put our 2 fingers on our belly button, and our left hand, we're going to take our 2 fingers and put them on the mastoid bone, which is right behind the ear, that little piece of bone that sticks out just underneath where your glasses sit. This is layer number 2. I am willing to speak my truth. Good. And now layer number 3, simply switch. Left hand, belly button, right hand, mastoid bone. I am willing to listen and to be guided through this process. I apologize, that was rude for yawning in your ear. Good. Layer number 4, we're going to keep our left hand on our belly button, and we're going to take our right thumb, third eye, and then you're going to wrap your hand over the crown of your head as much as you can. This is layer number 4. I am willing to feel my truth. Keeping your eyes open. It is so easy to close your eyes through this, but it's important to keep your eyes open. Awesome. And now layer number 5. Flip. Right hand, belly button, left hand, third eye. I am willing to see my truth. And this is always the awkward spot for me because I can see myself in my monitor. So I'm going to look somewhere else. Cool. Layer number 6, you're going to keep your right hand on your belly button and 2 fingers onto the crown of your head. I am willing to accept my truth. Layer number 7, switch. Left hand, belly button, right hand, top of the head. I'm willing to let this old story go and allow a new truth to flow through. Three calming breaths. Awesome. Layer number 8, you're going to keep your left hand on your belly button, and your right hand is going to cover your heart chakra. Not your anatomical heart, but your heart chakra. I am willing to feel my life's purpose. Awesome. Layer number 9, just gently cup your throat, your thyroid, your voice box. I am willing to speak my life's purpose. Good. And layer number 10, finally, you take your 2 fingers, you're just going to touch them to your third eye. I am willing to see my life's purpose. Amazing. And now, while we are in this, oh my goodness, I apologize. Oh my goodness, I apologize so much. While we are in this state of relaxation, I invite you now to close your eyes as we shield ourselves. Now that we have cleared all the denial, let's build our shield right away so that we can prevent any negativity from flowing through while we may be discussing something that might be uncomfortable for you. So, again, grab that drink of coffee, tea, milk juice, maybe that last bite of cereal, toast or bagel, whatever you happen to be eating this morning. Find yourself comfortable and just close your eyes. And allow the music to take your unconscious where it wants to go. Take a deep breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take that last of all of the air that might be remaining in your lungs, empty them completely, and take one deep positive breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Allow the music to take your unconscious where it wants to go. Allow yourself to see the world that the music creates in your mind. Notice the peace and calm throughout your body. Mentally say to yourself, I control how energy and information flows. Repeat this mentally with confidence and conviction. Imagine purple and violet light of divine wisdom and discernment coming down from the top of your head into your heart and into the rest of your body. Have that violet light come out from your chest, wrap around you, and go back into you through your spine. The second layer of this shield is the golden light of divine unconditional love coming down from your highest source of self-wisdom. Have the light spill from your head like a waterfall, wrap around the first shield, and move down to the bottom of your feet. The final layer of your shield is bright, clear light of divine absolute power, coming down from your source, surrounding your entire body, creating a bubble. The bubble extends beyond your outreached hands and below your feet and above your head. I invite you now to develop awareness of this shield. Feel the warmth and comfort at the divine absolute power, the unconditional love and wisdom surrounding you. Show gratitude to everything and the intention, I control how energy and information flow. Good. And now open your eyes. So now that we have protected ourselves, now that we have shielded ourselves, let's start the maybe awkward conversation. Let's start looking at the wheel of life that we started yesterday. Oh my God! Apparently, I need to have a nap today. I apologize. So this week we are looking at the wheel of life. And we had broken it up into 6 different slices of a pie, and we gave them a rating from 1 to 3 for each layer of our emotional, mental, and spiritual equals physical. So emotional, on a scale of 0 to 3, how much positive emotional energy do you put in and receive from your career, from your family, relationships, personal growth, health and fitness, or spirituality? Depending on those 3 categories, you're not going to make up 100. I know you math nerds out there be like, you can't get 100 out of 3 times 3. I get that. And so, this is just simply a gauge. You know, this simply is I thought my career was on the right path, but apparently it's the lowest rating in my spiritual, emotional, and mental. Maybe a relationship was. And so yesterday, I challenged you to think about a person in your life, just one random person. And what did you like most about them? What did you dislike most about them? And then we chose a different person. Maybe an opposite person. Maybe it was somebody you really disliked. Why did you dislike them? What did you like about them? Why are they in your circle of influence? Why did you even think about them? And then I challenge you to see, what reflections of yourself do you see in these 2 people? Because perception is projection. So if you perceive things that you don't like about yourself, you're also going to not like those in other people. Right? So, today, I am going to challenge you to look at your personal growth. And the last 2 years have been very interesting. Actually, I guess the last 3 years now. Personal growth does not mean necessarily changing things drastically. Personal growth does not mean, I got married and had 3 kids in 3 years. No, those are significant changes. Those are significant emotional events. At the same time, personal growth is what has changed for you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, which then caused physical positive change? What personal growth have you gone through that has made you feel a better person? Again, because this is me ranting to the interwebs, I always use myself as an example. September of 2020, I decided that I was going to leave my 15-year career. Peace out, clear skies, thanks for all the fish. And that was probably one of the hardest things I ever did. But it was also one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. Personal growth for me, I went from retail management thinking that this is where I can help people be themselves. If they want to be retail management, I can give you the leadership skills, I can give you the business skills to work your way up the business ladder in order to become whatever it is that you want to do. If you're going to college and this is just a stepping stone between, whatever it is that you want to do and getting through college because you need some money in your pocket, 100%, I will help you. I remember there were a handful of new Canadian workers that came to work for me in my old job in retail, and English as a second language was a struggle for a couple of them, and I worked with them. I'm not saying that, I'm an English professor, but each day I would have conversations with them just to help them and help myself with English as a second language. There were people who came through that were going to college for nursing, and I would switch shifts with them so they could study for the exam. There were students that I had that were majoring in stage theater, they wanted to do stage theater, and they were coming up to their exam in drama in high school, and so I would help them memorize their monologue. Working in retail wasn't always just necessarily, "Good morning, Moxie, how are you? Thank you for joining me today." Working in retail didn't always mean, you are selling stuff. It's not always box on shelf. It's not always item at a price. Working in retail for me allowed me to help people use retail as a middle ground. It allowed me to use retail as a training ground for maybe things that you wanted to do. I still have people that will shoot me a text that I worked with 10 years ago in a different town and say, "Hey, I just got promoted to manager of whatever." And it's because of your leadership skills. I still used the leadership skill that you taught me back in the day. I still use that today, and I want to say thank you. That warms my heart. "Oh, you're still recovering from being sick? Ew, I'm sorry, honey. You know what? The ear and throat ache, I am going to blame the weather, because this is not January that you and I grew up with. It's 36. It's 3 degrees outside. Like, this is not January. There's so much leaf mold and so much damp. I still wake up some mornings sounding like I smoke 7 packs a day, I wake up and it's like, "Good morning. Today we're gonna do some meditation." That is not comforting, and that is not soothing. I do hope that you're feeling better soon, Moxie. So, I am challenging you today to look back on 3 years ago. 3 years ago is January of 2020. The pandemic hadn't hit yet. The pandemic was off continent, if you will. It wasn't affecting our everyday life yet, but it was still in the back of our minds. Think about where you were emotionally, mentally, and spiritually this time 3 years ago. I'll give my love to Mr. Mike, Moxie. I know he's got bad allergies, especially with the leaf mold, so give my love to him. I hope he's feeling better soon. And so from this time 3 years ago, where you were emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, where are you now? Emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. In your own personal growth. How much emotional, positive energy do you pay to yourself? If I were to ask you, how much time a day do you spend focusing on yourself? Whether you want to call it personal care, whether you want to call it emotional servitude, or whether you want to call it emotional recovery, how much positive emotional energy do you spend on yourself every day? Three years ago, mentally, how much positive energy were you spending on yourself in comparison to today? If I were to ask you mentally, what do you do every day to give yourself positive emotional energy, positive mental energy? ADHD paralysis. I feel that it's kind of an oxymoron, and yet at the same time a very valid statement. That's amazing. I like that, Moxie. Spiritually, how much growth have you noticed in yourself spiritually over the last 3 years? And again, spiritually is not finding Jesus, it's not finding God, it's not following Hinduism or yogi. Spiritual that I'm speaking of is authenticity. Finding your spiritual self. How much positive energy are you giving to your spiritual self? To your being, to your source. And if you notice yourself saying, well, I haven't really changed anything, I'm not spending any more time self-care or emotional, mental, spiritual positivity, I'm not doing any more now than I did before, maybe that's something that you need to bring into alignment to find happiness. You know what? That is really amazing. I love the sentence, I sit on my couch and ignore my environment. That is amazing, because I have been known to do that as well. I have been known to sit on my couch when I am having a moment, maybe even sometimes I've called it analysis paralysis, and I will just sit on my couch in the half lotus, relax my shoulders, close my eyes, and just try to do a mental inventory of what's happening. And my husband will come around the corner and he'll be in the middle of a sentence and then realize that I'm on the couch meditating, and he'll be like, "Blow." Oops. He'll feel awkward because he's, disturbing me. But that, I want to say, Moxie, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for noticing and being able to be aware that things are happening. Your brain shuts down and you refuse to focus on anything. That is amazing, and I'm proud of you for being able to recognize that, and I'm proud of you to be able to remove yourself from the situation and just sit and ignore your environment. You know? Because as much as you might feel that that is a negative thing, I'm going to reframe that, and I hope that I'm just stating and reiterating what you actually do. That's actually a positive thing, because that is actually self-care. You are sitting there, removing yourself from a situation where everything is exploding around you. Your brain shuts down and refuses to focus on anything, and you don't know where to start. Done. You are able to acknowledge that. You are able to be aware of it. And so you take those few minutes and just sit and ignore your environment. By doing that, you're giving yourself self-care. You are removing yourself from the situation, and that's amazing. That is a positive thing. And I know that if more people were able to see that as self-care, opposed to, I feel bad about doing self-care because I feel that it is selfish. I feel that it is, I'm not allowed to do self-care. Maybe that's an aspect of personal growth that you can work on this year. Maybe that's something maybe that's a positive change in your life that you can make. Is giving yourself 20 minutes every day of self-care. Maybe it's 20 minutes of sitting on your couch and ignoring your environment. Maybe it's 20 minutes of just sitting in your computer chair with all your monitors off, with some chill meditation music going on in the background. Personal growth doesn't have to be I'm getting a promotion, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. Personal growth can be something that you've always wanted to do, but you've never done it for whatever reason. So that is my challenge for you today, is to look at your personal growth. See how you've grown over the last few years. See what positive things have happened to you in the last few years, and what has caused that as a cascading effect. And what positive changes do you want to make? What personal growth do you want to make? Maybe it's learning something new. Maybe you want to learn more about mental health. Maybe you want to learn more about biodiversity. I have no idea where these words are coming from. I'm just making stuff up like I usually do. Maybe personal growth is just committing to watching your friend talk to herself on the internet every day, because it gives you the sense of purpose, because you're supporting her, and it gives you an hour to yourself. And so to reframe that, yes, you're supporting your friend talking to herself on the internet, but you're also giving yourself an hour of self-reflection. You're giving yourself an hour of meditation. You're giving yourself an hour of self-care, which I cannot stress is most important. Self-care is huge. And my personal growth challenge for this year is learning my boundaries of emotional stress. If I have to take my husband to the wood for a doctor's appointment today. Finnegan is still flamingoing. Do I have the emotional power to leave Finnegan today? We'll find out. But my challenge to myself for personal growth is telling people, you know what, I know I said yes earlier, but it's not going to happen. I don't have the emotional strength. Some people use the analogy, I don't have enough spoons. Sometimes, you start your day off with 5 spoons, and it takes 2 spoons to go to work, it takes 2 spoons to take care of your kids, and then you're only left with 1 spoon. I actually heard an amazing analogy once that I have used going forward for I don't know how long. Spell slots. I am not a spellcaster, so I have 0 spell slots. So if I don't have the emotional energy to do something, nope, it's not happening. Whereas, other people, they might be, alright, my D&D nerds, this is where things get losery. Some people might have more emotional power that day, so they have, they might be a level 4, so they have 3 spell slots. And normally, doing the dishes might be a level 1 spell slot, but guess what? You've already used all your level 1 spell slots, so now you need to upcast. Doing the dishes is now level 3. And now you don't have any spell slots to do the laundry or the kitty litter. Or maybe cooking dinner is a level 3 spell slot. And guess what? You just use your 2 level 3 slots to do the litter and the dishes, because you're running on 2 levels of exhaustion. Therefore, you don't have any level 1 spell slots. And some of you are saying, you are ridiculous. I can't believe you are comparing mental energy to role-playing spell slots. And others are saying, oh shit, that makes a ton of sense. The spell slot theory actually resonated with me a lot more because, again, I'm not a spellcaster. I am 100%, I identify as barbarian. I would like to rage. I don't have any spell slots. And so, when I need to do something, it's a simple yes or no. Again, other people, my husband for example, he's got a lot of emotional energy. And so spell slots for him, definitely the analogy works. Sometimes doing the dishes is hard. And so it's a level 3 spell slot, which then means he can't do something else, but that's okay. Because I can pick up the difference. So, to circle back, what personal growth do you want to focus on this year? And what personal growth allows you to spend more emotional, positive energy, positive mental energy, and positive spiritual energy? What do you want to work on that will bring those 3 things into balance? Think about that. And again, if you want to actually have the pie chart focusing on the Wheel of Life, let me know. I actually do have a document that explains how to fill it out and explains, the pieces of the pie that you could color in if you want to, with nice little arts and crafts. But I feel this time of year, the Wheel of Life can be important. So that's my challenge. And I would love to hear feedback tomorrow on what positive changes you would like to see, what positive changes you want to make, and how I can help you with that. So, with that, let's let that marinate. Let's chew on that for a little bit, and let's focus on some morning meditation so we can get this Wednesday off to an amazing start on a positive light. So I invite you now to take that drink of milk, tea, juice, eat that little final bite of bagel or toast or whatever it is that you're eating. Find yourself comfortable. If you want to lay on the floor, awesome. If you want to sit in the half lotus position in your chair, amazing. If you want to lay out on your couch, do it. Wherever you are going to be comfortable, and wherever you can lay or sit or chill for the next 15 minutes or so, as you let the positive energies of the morning meditation take you and allow you to start your day off right. So I invite you now to close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale through your nose, if you can. If not, because your sinuses are plugged, just breathe in through your mouth. That's fine too. Fill your belly with positive air, and then fill your chest. Hold for a moment, and then release, starting with your chest, and then your belly. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause at the end of this next exhale and just listen to the silence. If you find your thoughts are wandering, that's okay. Gently bring them back. Focus on the breath. Acknowledge your thoughts. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Let go of any judgment. Know that no matter how you do this meditation is perfect for you. Show your unconscious the gratitude and clear your mind. For the next few breaths, bring your awareness to the rise and fall of the chest, pausing at the end of each inhale and exhale, just to touch your moment of Zen. Now take a deep yawn. You can fake a yawn until a real one comes in. And allow that yawn to bring your breathing back to a normal pace. Notice the natural, spontaneous rhythm of your breath. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Relax the muscles at the top, the sides, the back of your head. Move to your forehead and soften it. Soften the eyebrows, the eyes, your ears, and your cheeks. Relax your jaw, your tongue, your lips. Bring your attention to the throat. Allow the muscles surrounding it to relax. Soften the back of the neck. Move to your attention to your shoulders and do the same. Focus on your upper arms, forearms, hands, relaxing each as you go. Relax each finger, the thumb, your index finger, the middle finger, your ring finger and pinky. Relax the palm of your hands. Bring your awareness to your chest. Soften the muscles that make up the chest wall. Relax your belly, your lower abdomen. Feel the weight of gravity push out that last breath. Move to the top of your back. Relax the muscles around your shoulder blades, the middle part of your back, the lower part, all the way down to the buttocks. Relax your right thigh, the muscles around your knee, the front of your leg, your calf muscle, your right ankle, your right foot, and toes. Bring your attention to your whole body. Notice any sensations you may feel. Notice the contact between your body and the floor, your body and the chair, the couch. Gently bring your attention to any area you would like to relax further. Scan your entire body as you breathe. Let your whole being settle into this meditation. Mentally feel the morning sun rising. Feel its warm rays of light infusing you with beautiful yellow energy. Allow the ribbons of light to surround your body, relaxing it. Observe your breath. Calm your breathing. If you find that your thoughts are taking you somewhere else, acknowledge them, show them gratitude, and gently come back to the breath. Feel your chest rise with each inhale. Notice the parts of the body that gently move. Notice your chest and abdomen as you exhale. Feel the parts of your body that move. With each breath, feel the morning energy gently waking your entire body. Notice any sensations you may feel. Breathe in, sending oxygen to your head and face. Exhale. Breathe and send life-giving air to your neck, shoulders, and chest muscles. Allow them to take in the air and get ready for the day. Breathe and send oxygen to your entire back. Allow those muscles to awaken. Breathe. Send the oxygen to your abdomen and thighs. Breathe. Send energy from your breath to the legs to power you through the day. Breathe. Allow the sun's rays to infuse you with the energy you need to begin your day. Now, allow the energy from the air you breathe and the warm rays to begin to power you up for the whole day. Breathe into your heart. Send golden energy to your heart center in gratitude for the beginning of this new day. bring your awareness back to the breath and remain focused on it just for the next couple of moments. Thoughts are okay. When you realize your thoughts have taken you elsewhere, gently come back to the breath. Here, in this moment of relaxation, repeat your Sankalpa mentally 3 times. Your Sankalpa is a resolve that will be with you through the entire day. Say it in the present with confidence and conviction. Keeping your eyes closed, gently bring your awareness to the other energies in the room. Pets, spouse, children. Allow yourself to start to hear the other sounds around you, the sounds outside. Gently bring your awareness to your surroundings. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Gently roll your wrists, roll your ankles. Relax your shoulders. And when you're ready, open your eyes. As always, I want to thank you for joining me today for a motivation, meditation, and coffee with me this morning. If you want any more information on anything that I have talked about over the last ever, please feel free to reach out. I am always here to help you make positive changes in your life. And again, as always, I will let the music roll for another few minutes, just so you can keep this this moment of meditation, this moment of Zen, active and alive, and maybe even use this as a personal care moment, where people will see you listening to the motivational screen, they'll see you listening to the motivational music, and maybe they'll just leave you in silence for the next few moments. In Dungeons & Dragons, when a player uses the help action, the other player gets to roll with advantage. So let me use the help action. Let you live with advantage.